Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy Trey Major, and I am back with another video. I've been on a hiatus for a minute, but due to this pandemic, I am like, okay, let me get some videos and start getting back to what I want to do the most. So here we are. Today's video is for the 40 and over crowd, the boys, the fellas. I'm talking to you. How you want to pick your face up. You know, sometimes you just not looking your best, or you have an important meeting, Zoom call, audition, industry professionals, you know, people that just want to wake your face up a little bit. I'm going to show you a quick little routine that I do when I need to jack it up a bit. And I have some of my favorite things here. And so I'm going to start with the tutorial now. Okay, so I always put a primer on my face first. Okay, I put, today I'm going to use NYX No Filter Sans filter. Okay, so I put a little bit of this all over, and I am barefaced right now, and this pretty much is me starting at ground zero. Okay, so basically, I put this primer all over, even under my eyes. I'm not using a primer that would have any shine or anything in it. I don't like a shiny bead. I actually like to look matte when I have my bead on. I don't want to look shiny and glowy. But for those that do, hey, to each his own. There's a process for that too, and it's as simple as using a different primer. The primers that I use, I like to use something with mattifying product properties. Okay, so that's first. Next, I know that I get really shiny in my T-zone area here. I have these lines in my forehead. This is the over 40 crowd. Okay, so I get shiny around here on my cheeks and around my mouth. So, and definitely the bridge of my nose, my whole nose. So I always use this product, Step 1 by Makeup Forever. And this is a mattifying primer, skin equalizer. So I take this product, and I cannot live without this one if I'm gonna do a bead, because I don't wanna look shiny and oily. So I like a more matte bead. So the guys that like a matte bead, I'm speaking to you, or even women too, but this is for the fellas, particularly the over 40 crowd. So I'm gonna get these lines. This primer will help the, you can layer your primers, by the way. Okay, so I put the one all over. What's the big deal about using primer, right? Most people don't like primer. Most people don't use it. But I suggest using primer all the time, because a primer creates the perfect palette for the foundation to hold. Okay, so from that point, if it can hold, then it'll stay in place, and it'll stay in place longer. So I'm gonna matte out all of this right here, this whole cheek. I don't want my cheek shiny like the girls, like the cheeks shiny and popping. Their apples, they call them the apples. So they want it shiny, the cheeks popping out. I don't want that, and most guys don't. So I'm gonna matte this down, matte this whole area down a bit. My cheeks. I don't want shine around my nose and my creases. The bridge of my nose, I don't want shine on my brow bone. I want it matte. Now, most people like the shine. So if you do, then it's just a matter of if you have a different primer that has a luminescence agent in there that makes it glowy. I don't want glowy. See, it's matte now, right? I like that matte effect on my marks here from when I wear my glasses. I want to make sure I definitely prime that really good. I don't want the bridge of my nose shiny, so I want that all matte. All right, now I'm looking pretty matte, and you can feel it tightening up. It's like, it's gonna tighten it up a little bit. So now I'm primed up and I'm ready to go, okay? So first things first, I do like to start with my eyebrows. I'm gonna use this quick little eyebrow pencil, and I'm gonna start with my brows. Just to balance that out just a little bit, because pretty much some imperfections there. My brows aren't too bad, but I do like to kind of perfect them out just a little bit. All right, so not too much. I don't want them to look drawn on. I just want to have a little more definition than I already have. And this eyebrow's a little thinner, so I need to spend a little bit more time on this one to make it match that one. These lines. I think I need some Botox. It's that time. Well, pandemic, this is crazy. Who would have thought we'd be in the middle of a pandemic? So I'm showing you how to create your best Zoom face, your best audition face, real quick. Okay, so I start with my brows first. Get a nice coat on there. All right, looking kind of balanced. Not too bad. Brush that through a little bit. Okay, and all right, so my brows are on. All right, so next I'm gonna start with, I always use a spatula to take off my foundation from the actual applicator or the bottle or the container or whatever. So today I'm gonna use Makeup Forever HD. This is a very good product. It's full coverage. It's basically like a concealer in the foundation. Okay, so I'm gonna take a swatch of that off. This color is like pretty much my base color, and this is color number 4Y415. Y415. Okay, so, and color number 2 is Y445. Okay, so this is my tan color. Alrighty, so now I'm ready to go. I like to use a brush like this. This here, a nice applicable brush. I like to staple it on first and then wipe and drag. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my lighter color, and I'm gonna staple it on my face in this way like this. I wanna create like a piece of cheese here, like a triangle in this area under my eye area. I have a scar by my eye right there, so I always like to conceal that out and get it real good. Okay, you wanna staple, you wanna beat it in to get the pores. You wanna get it in the pores really good. Okay, so I stapled here. I'm pretty much highlighting here. I have more darkness up under my eyes. I feel like a raccoon sometimes. So you staple and wipe and drag. Okay, you wanna get it in the pores good. So I like this color. It gives me a nice, bright complexion. And I'm gonna put this process in my T-zone. Lighten up these wrinkles a little bit. Okay. Hit the bridge of my nose a little bit in there, and I'm dabbing, stipling, creating my bridge here. All right, bridge is on point now. I'm gonna drag this up a little bit, brighten this area a bit, but I always like to look tan. Okay, so most people like to brighten up their lip line a little bit. So I'll do that gently. Okay, now, if you don't want to do your lip line, that's fine. You don't have to. But I like mine to look a little cleaner. Okay, so sometimes if you want a little pop there, you could take the same highlighter and then just go around the brow bone without the shine, minus the shine, but you can add a little pop there. It makes it look a little more cleaner and more accentuated. Okay, and I'm using pretty much just using the old cosmetic that's on the brush. I'm not really dipping any fresh paint. Okay, so I'm highlighted, all right? So that is the base for me. My highlight there, these highlighted areas here, okay? So now, next is color number 2 by the same line, Makeup Forever HD, Ultra HD, Invincible Cover Stick Foundation. That's what it is. Okay, so for this, I'll use the same brush I was using, and I'll use this tan color, and I'm gonna go tan me out a bit because I love a tan. It's in the orange family. So I'm stipling the same as before. I'm gonna get my temple there and my cheekbone area, my jawline. I'm gonna go and contour my nose with this color as well. Okay, do a little pop. I definitely like a contoured nose, but not over contoured where it looks like I'm looking through the crack of a door or something. So I'm contouring my nose with the same tan color. I may take another color and go back over to reinforce that line a bit. I'm gonna get the crease of my lids. And this brush is the same brush that's perfect for chiseling and sculpting with, blending, stipling. I like it a lot. This is a Elena Badro brush. It's pretty good. But you could find them in anything. Any department store. I'll leave a description in the comment box. Okay, so getting it together, y'all. Gonna go under here. Use this tan color layer on top of that bright line I just put there. Okay. Now I'm just gonna blend it all in a bit. You always wanna blend your ears in, and of course your neckline. You always wanna blend those areas into your beat because otherwise you'll be looking like Ghostface. And that's never cute. Okay, so I'm gonna continue to blend. Makeup is just a bunch of blending. If you know how to blend, you'll be good. The blending, once you get that blending process down, you'll be unstoppable. So when I get my nose, I'm blending all this in now, you guys. You're gonna get all these areas around your mustache and your lip line. It all needs to be the same tone. Okay? Ah, I'm looking now. I'm looking fresh, huh? All right, so now I got my beat on. That's not bad. This foundation does a wonderful job of brightening up and covering and evenly. So now I'm basically done. If I wanted to, I could just go like this. I could just put a little powder and set it, right? But I'm gonna go a little bit further. I'm gonna make it look, I want a little bit more pop. Okay, so this is just a natural, fly, clean beat right here, right? Okay, so now, if I wanna pop it out just a tad bit more, I have this Covefx palette that I absolutely love, and it is a contour kit, uh, in light. In light is the combination, and this in light is pretty bright in there. So this is my personal one, and I'm gonna I want to go a little bit brighter. Okay, so it also comes with the numbers, so you can know where to place the number. Okay, where on your face. So this is the absolute highlight. Then this is like a base contour, and then this is a deeper contour, and then this is a shimmer highlight. Okay, which I really hardly ever use that. So now I want to brighten it up just a little bit. I'm gonna take the same brush because this brush just works. And but if I want a little bit more stifling, I'll use this brush here. Okay, a little more intense work on my lines and my eyes, I'll use that one. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna brighten up a little bit. I'm gonna use 3, and I'm gonna highlight, or they want to say bake. I'm gonna bake under my eyes a little bit more. I have dark circles, and I have a scar, so this may be a little bit more pop. Sometimes I don't always want this kind of pop either, so it just really depends on what it's for. Sometimes if I'm doing an event or something, speaking part or a photo shoot or something, I want a little bit more pop, then I'll go something like this. But this is kind of extreme, but it works, right? It's just waking it up, okay? So, and erasing all flaws. Goodbye. Hello, morning eyes. Okay, so this Covefx palette is absolutely brilliant. I really, really love it. I love how they did it. It comes in different shades and different complexions. Like, I want to say like four series piece. Like very, very light, very fair, then tan, then medium dark, then dark. And it comes with the four trio for your complexion. And it's an amazing line. It's one of my favorite lines. I love it a lot. So I'm gonna go in here and hit this T-zone a little bit. Should I get Botox? Or should I just let Mother Nature do what she wanna do? I feel like Botox is curling. Right? Okay, so this is me brightening it all the way up, you guys. So I'm gonna take the same color. I want my contour a little bit more defined, so brighten up my T-zone a little bit more, a little more dramatic. Okay. All right. So. Okay, that's that. So this is Covefx. The Covefx is amazing. All right. Now I want a little bit more contour. This is by Fenty. This is Mocha, and this is a matchstick, and this is one of their contouring colors, which is pretty amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna contour with this one and this particular brush. I love this brush for contouring around my nose and things like that. Okay, so this Fenty Mocha. I'm gonna do my contour. Okay. I'm gonna lighten up on my eyelids a little bit. And as you see, I'm not going all the way up into my eye yet because I'm going to save that for the last part of my baking process. I like to use the NARS uh, Creamy Stick Foundation. Okay, so now I'm going to blend in this contour. It's great for blending. It's soft and it's kind of fluffy and rounded. A must-have brush. Okay, so the trick is you want to always blend the product in really good. You don't want it to look like a layer sitting there. So you want to blend and buff and dab, and stipple and drag until you blend it all in. You don't want to see any lines. Okay, so this is pretty much what it is. This is the Mocha by Fenty. I want to get my temper, my ear. I'm going to tan all this up a bit. Shade this in a bit like so. Okay, now this is an extreme B, right? This brush is awesome. See how it just blends everything in? It still has a point to it. Okay. Looking peachy. Wow, look at that. I don't want all that glow. I don't like a glowy bead. Okay, so I'm gonna now work on my eyes a little bit. And I'm gonna use this Bobbi Brown. It's called Walnut. It's a brown by Bobbi Brown. And I love this brush to get into my corners. And this is it doesn't have a name. So I'm gonna do on my bottom, on my waterline, this outside, just to put a little definition there. I don't wanna look like a cat eye or anything like that, but just a little definition there to separate the, put some definition with the actual eyelashes. Since I don't have a lot of eyelashes and most men don't, but well, some men do. I have some beautiful, beautiful thick eyelashes. I don't have thick eyelashes, so I'm gonna give the illusion that I do with this pretty brown in my lash line. Okay, so I'm gonna do a nice little smooth coat there, not a hard line. No hard lines, nothing harsh. Okay, so and I take this brush and I just blend it in a bit. Now if I was going out and wanted to pop it up a bit, I would make that line a little heavier, you know? Yeah, and then I also would take, I love this product by Beauty Blender. They have a cooling balm on the end of the brush. And so I'm gonna use this big one right now to cool my area down a bit. And you can see the cosmetic coming out on the ball, and that's fine. Oh, that feels so good, you guys. That feels incredible. Amazing. Love that. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to continue blending. Whenever I see something that needs to be blended a little bit more, I'll go for it. Love, love, love. I'm loving my bead. It's looking great. So I will take some of this on the top line as well, some brown, just on the end here to kind of give me a little definition. Okay, just on the end there. Okay, so that's that. Right? How am I looking? I'm looking great, huh? It's coming together. All right. Okay, so next thing, sometimes when I want a little bit more beat, I want it to set. Now, this is the only product that I love that has a little iridescent shimmer kind of factor to it. Illuminance is NARS, and this is the Radiant Creamy Concealer Pen, right? And this number is, for me, it is Biscuit, and it is a medium dark. So I would take this product because I could still actually see my darkness coming through on my eyes. So I would take this product here and go in under my eyes, and it's a particular brush that really gets it in there real good, and it's this one. Okay, I'm gonna go in here and wipe and dab and staple this product, and it just really seals it up. Bye-bye bags. And it comes in a really creamy, like flesh tone type of a feel. It's amazing. It has a variety of colors. And this is the one thing that if you don't have, you definitely should add this product to your makeup arsenal. Okay, so see, that gives me a nice, even coverage. Hit under that brow bone a little bit right there. A little more pop, a little more definition. Mm-hmm. Looking beat, huh? Then I just take another little light layer just on my bridge of my nose. Nothing harsh or heavy lines or over the top shine. It's a natural type of a matte glow. I like a matte glow. Does that make sense? Make any sense to anybody? I like a matte glow. A matte glow works for me. Okay, so now I got my face on. I feel like my face is all the way on. Sometimes I might want to take even a little bit of black, and go right in that corner just a little. Nudge in there with that brown that I put. A little definition on my eyes there on the corner. And maybe hit just the lash line just a little bit with the black. Not overly done, no hard lines. Okay, just a dab here and there, and then blend it in. The thing is, you don't want to look painted. You just want to look fresh. Just nudging this in my eyelashes a little bit. Nothing heavy. Just creating a little shadow there. Okay, so that's that. Now after I've done that, I want to come back and do one last sweep with the residue on the brush of the NARS product, just to clean up any wild hairs in there. Okay, so I'm getting this all in there and it's turning out pretty good, I'll say. Like, it's not looking too painted. I haven't powdered yet. So I'm gonna powder now, and I'm gonna use 2 powders. One is Ben Nye Fair, and the other is the Ben Nye Banana, okay? So, just gonna use a napkin, a Kleenex, and put a dab of powder on here, and just do a nice little coat, even coat all over. I'm gonna use this brush. Nice little fluffy hair. And I'm gonna use the natural color. And it's more on the pinky kind of side, fair. Okay, and I'm gonna highlight with that. And I'm gonna blot that in there. Bake it in there real good. Okay. I'm gonna blot that in there pretty good as well. Avoid dragging, just wanna blot to start. And get it to set in the pores and set the foundation, okay? So, pretty much like that. Do my T-zone with the fair, my eyelid, the top of my eyelid. Okay, I got my T-zone around my mouth. Now I'm gonna go in with the yellow, with the banana. Same brush, shake off the excess, and then layer the banana. Okay. Set. I am set now. Okay. It's coming together, y'all. All right, so next I am going to put, I think I want a little bit more of color. So I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna use this Covefx, and this is medium Covefx. And I'm gonna tan me up a little bit with this here. And I'm gonna use the same brush to give me a little color. So I wanna dab first, and then I'm gonna rub it in, brush it in really good. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay, so I got my powder on good, y'all. I feel like I'm looking pretty tight. Nice and beat. So the last thing is I'm gonna set it with a Smashbox Photo Finish setting spray. Okay, so here we go. Try to avoid this from getting in your hair because it's like a film or something. It's a coating. get a nice even spray. Okay. Get that in there real good. And I save the mascara for last. I'm gonna use this one by MAC. It's a hot and naughty waterproof lash. I like to use waterproof, okay, because we sweat and it will move, it will drop. And I always like to have a nice, good, thick powder puff. Okay. Still see a little darkness right here. Okay, that's not a problem. A little easy fix. Okay, so once you get that all in there real good, it's always good to kind of buff it a little bit with a clean brush. Blend it all in, one good stroke here and there. Okay, so I feel like I'm pretty much set. I'm gonna use this color. It's a medium dark by MAC, and it's pretty light. I'm gonna use this with a little more baking. My eyes showing out today. This darkness it's not going away. Anyways, that's pretty good for today. Okay, so I'm gonna go to do my lashes. I don't like it too heavy. Just a nice light coat so that it actually looks like I do have some lashes. My lashes are so light. They're like a light brown, blonde kind of color, which basically looks transparent. Okay, so I'm gonna put on a light coat of mascara. So make it look like I do have some lashes. Okay, so that's that. And then I like this one because it has 2-in-1. So this little one, the blue one, comes out and it's a little tiny one for your bottom lashes, which I practically look like I have no bottom lashes, they're so light. Okay, so I'm coming together. Do this last lash. And I'm putting it on super light, not heavy. Okay. Dun da da. All right, so that's my zoom phase. Took me a good 39 minutes. I could usually go quicker, but I did another layer, and this pretty much is what it looks like. I hope you like it. And I will leave all the products that I use in the product description box. And please hit that like button and let me know what you think. If you learned anything, or maybe you could share something with me. Did I miss something? Anyways, see you on the next one. You guys hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. God bless, and have a great day. The Major Look.